are we going today?
Who cares?
I care.
I just want to get through this so we can play.
Monstro!
Oh.
You want to get through this so we can pee?
Just so we can play Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh.
Because that looks fun from what I've seen you play. Because you do ultimate weapon stuff beforehand.
I didn't do any ultimate weapon stuff beforehand when you saw me play.
I thought you were doing that for... Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, that. What a weird place. Everything's kind of spring and soft. Nice and warm too. Starting to feel like a nap.
Never been able to relate to anyone but Goofy in this game.
Who's talking? I think you should be a little more worried. Oh, it's Pinocchio.
You're inside the belly of Monstro the Whale.
Why, I know that voice. Pinocchio. Pinocchio, it's you. Come on out.
Is that you, Jiminy? Gosh, I thought I'd never see you again. What
Gee.
a fucking weird run.
There's no way you wouldn't find me again. I'm your conscience. And your conscience will always be your guide. Remember?
Sure, Jiminy, and I've been a good boy. I promise. I didn't tell a single lie. Oh, I did!
That was a lie in and of itself.
Uh-oh.
Well, for Pete's sake.
But how did you end up inside Monstro anyway?
We, sort of used a special way.
Oh, we went up the anus. That's too bad.
That's all he's... Well, I'll be. Geppetto's here, too.
Sure he is. Follow me. These are dumb voices.
I just kind of go off like similar voices to the actual character.
Except
But I didn't know who was
who that
talking.
was. Yeah, it sounded more sinister the way that...
I thought it was going to be an organization member. Ooh. Ooh.
I love how you say that and I know exactly what you mean, but it just sounds like you're being vague as hell. A member of some organization.
You know. Like the EPA or something. Let's see what Donald has to say. Blizzard to no. Okay, good job.
Thanks, Donald.
What a pro.
What a prick.
That's what I did. Got a card.
Yay!
You know what this is all about. You remember this. How long has it been since we played this?
Not long enough.
It's been...
1 week.
No. It's been like a solid month, at least.
It's not as long as we waited on our other Let's Plays.
Huh?
It's not as long as since like our other Let's Plays.
I know, but I'm saying like this game as opposed to them feels like we're just picking it right back up like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, I wish I could forget this game.
Ooh, fucking shadows. Get out of here. Oh no, we got bigger and meaner Heartless now.
Like the gobbledygooks
Look out for them.
and the flingamajigs.
Take it to the face.
Take it to take it to the chorus. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, me go. I'm gonna smack that Heartless. Go ahead, me go.
What?
I'm not even drunk
bitch.
yet. I'm acting like I'm drunk.
Oh my
This game
god.
is
That's
fucking
because
good.
this game, yeah, this game will give you like a sickness, and you'll become delusional, and then you'll start questioning why did I spend money on this? And then you'll remember, oh, It's because it's on a collection,
And the other games are
and the
pretty
other
good.
games are nice.
And then you don't feel as bad. Because if you bought all the other games separate, it still would have cost more.
So I was talking to my roommate Alan yesterday
I know him.
about, you know him, yeah, he's your roommate too. I was talking to him. This is two very big Kingdom Hearts fans having this conversation. By the way, I was talking to him about how fucking stupid the pacing is for the story. Like, it's a safe assumption, right, for someone to say, all right, I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts, then I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts 2. And then I'll be prepped enough for Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't really have to play those spin-off games, right?
Yeah.
Well, no. You play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and you haven't even met the fucking main antagonist of the series yet. Because he's introduced in some fucking bullshit prequel game, and then he doesn't show up again until the, like, pseudo-sequel to Kingdom Hearts 2 that came out on the 3DS. And then that is supposedly like the big things you need to know. Like those are supposed to be like those stories.
So the biggest story developments are in the spin-offs.
Yes, like everything you need to know about like the background shit is all in the spin-offs.
That is amazingly terrible.
It is, because like the first and second game only covers Sora's journey, which turns out to be inconsequential.
Wow, that. But I'm assuming 3 is at least like a huge part, and that's when Sora's story becomes consequential. Maybe, hopefully. We don't know.
Well, I won't say inconsequential, but a lot of things get retconned, and it becomes oh ho ho. This was all according to my plan. Like the main villain, like all of the things that Sora and Riku did and everything, like it all was according to his master plan the whole time.
That is incredibly lame.
Yeah, like I wanted you to go out and defeat those bad guys, and it was good that you did, you know.
Yeah. I feel like
And time travel gets involved. Oh, it's bad.
we've reached a point where people are like, the heroes can't be smart, the villains have to always be smarter, and it's kind of.
Ow. Well, that's Kingdom Hearts exemplifies that, because Sora is not smart in the slightest.
I love it when it's like a chess match, fucking Death Note style. The anime, not the Netflix. Fucking abomination. I'm sure the manga's really good too.
The manga is like the anime, but more.
Okay. Yeah, isn't the anime super accurate? It just omits certain things
Yeah.
for pacing. 'Cause I felt like the pacing was pretty good actually in the anime.
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I've read the Death Note manga, and if you've seen the anime, you've pretty much read the manga.
Can I say Death Note spoilers on this show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spoilers for Death Note. Oh,
The
if you
anime
care.
from a long time ago. The thing I love is the character's goals kind of the whole Kira versus L. I feel like they set it up to end the way they did a long time ago. Because Light's goal was to kill L, right? As soon as L became a player, his goal was, alright, I need to figure out L's name so I can kill him.
Right.
And he succeeded. He did kill L. But L did not... L wasn't, I need to survive. I'm sure if L wanted to survive, he could have easily just not investigated Kira. His goal was to unearth Kira at all cost, even if that meant he had to die and then have someone else do it.
Yeah.
So I feel like L having backup plans on backup plans, even in the event of his death, I think that was, I don't know, it made so much sense story-wise and thematically to me that L would die but still win.
Yeah. Because the show had set that up.
Yeah,
It's not like something that
happened later.
Yeah, it's not the two main games you've already played, and now there's this fucking spin-off game.
It's like, JK.
Yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay to do that to a fan base. Like, that is, pretty much what Nomura did is he extended the storyline way past its expiration date just to lead up to Kingdom Hearts 3, which a lot of people just kind of assumed was never happening because it was taking so goddamn long.
Mm-hmm. They really should have just... I feel like they should have poured more attention into... Like, this feels like a side story, which is great because it's a spin-off.
But what this game does is Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 are pretty separate stories.
Yeah.
But what this game does is
Bridges.
bridge those two.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And this is a spin-off game, you know? You
Yeah.
don't need to play this per se, but it does bridge the gap if you're any bit confused about what happened, but I think Kingdom Hearts 2 does a fine enough job explaining it.
I think the biggest thing about spin-offs is I feel like it should do one major thing.
Yeah.
And that is give the fans more of that universe without a continuity lockout for the other fans. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But then you get to Birth by Sleep, and like a lot of people, like that was on the PSP, a lot of people were just like, yeah, I don't need to play that. That's a spin-off. But no, it's
not even a console
it's
game.
a full story. Like it's just as big as Kingdom Hearts 2.
But it
Not
doesn't-
in like gameplay scope, but in story, yeah.
Is it is Sora involved in it at all?
Not at all. It takes place 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay.
Sora
Is the story good at least?
It is good. But the thing is, it
It's
had
on
no
Disney.
right to be that important and on a system that was so alienating and just not marketed well enough for people to know, hey, this is actually like a really necessary plot development.
That's why I don't like it when they mix numbered sequels and unless you're gonna do a straight up spin-offs, get the subtitles only.
Yeah.
Like you look at Star Wars, and they're doing spin-offs now. Rogue One and Solo, you do not need to watch those
Yeah.
to get the full main story. But if something's got episode in front of it, usually it's important. I would say that the prequel trilogy is not. I mean, the original trilogy explains everything. The prequel trilogy feels like one really large spin-off to me.
Yeah.
It feels like a huge backstory thing for, Darth Vader. But if you watch the original trilogy and then the sequel trilogy, I feel like that would make sense
Yeah.
on its own.
I've watched the prequel trilogy followed by the original trilogy before, and it doesn't feel like the same movies, you know? But going from the original trilogy to The Force Awakens doesn't feel jarring at all.
You know what I find really fucking hilarious?
What?
The jarring part of prequel into original trilogy, for me, doesn't happen as soon as A New Hope starts. It starts as soon as the Revenge of the Sith ends, and they have that shot of Darth Vader on the Star Destroyer, and you're like, "Whoa, holy original trilogy!" Like it just feels like a jump.
Yeah.
And then you get like a young Grand Moff Tarkin, which I thought was neat. I mean, I can appreciate some things in the prequel trilogies. It's just the
I'm
Grand
not
Moff-
saying they're devoid of goodness.
They're just not. They're the bottom of the barrel from the
Yeah.
entire series. All three of
They
those
feel
movies,
like fan films, to be quite honest.
they do. There's even, yeah, like I said, there's scenes in Revenge of the Sith that I really like, and then like they're just surrounded by scenes I don't like.
And you know what? If they were fan films, I would think they were pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Like that, what was that fan film for Super Mario Bros. That I fucking love?
I don't know.
It's by Beatdown Boogie. Check them out on YouTube, guys, if you haven't. I don't know them,
I
they
do
don't know
remember
me,
that. I
but
remember.
they make really fun videos. They made Super Mario Warfare, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
And it is not terribly well acted, and some of the effects are not that great, but the fight choreography is dope as hell, the story is well enough, and the humor is really good. It's funny, it's fun.
You can tell a lot of love went into it.
Yes, and it's fantastic.
And everyone involved was just having a blast.
And every twist, there's several twists in the story, and the thing I love about it is every twist is more of a it's either funny or it's a cameo or something. You're like, oh shit, that character, and it's just every twist. It's not like major story twist, or when it is, it's not. You're not like, there's no moment where you're like, oh my god, which is kind of good because if you attempt that and you don't do well, it comes off as the cringiest type of twist.
Yeah.
There is a movie we saw recently, and it's very recent to the point where I'm not comfortable saying the spoiler on here. But there was a twist. I didn't know how I felt about it until I left the theater, and then
What was the movie?
Solo.
Oh.
And I realized I was okay with the twist.
This isn't coming out for a while though. You can talk about it.
Okay. Solo spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Darth Maul. Okay. I didn't know how I felt when I first saw him. I was like, what the fuck?
I still don't really care for it. It's sequel,
I like it.
It's sequel bait, but in like a spin-off way. I don't know. It's odd, but like this is the world that we live in now. And that's what can happen.
Well, the more I looked into it, the more I realized, like, in universe, it makes sense. Darth Maul had already tried to set up a criminal empire in Clone Wars or whatever, and it blew up in his face. And he kind of had this "I'll be back with a bigger and better criminal" thing in this little,
Yeah.
fist shaky. kind
I'm
of
not
exit.
saying in universe it wouldn't make sense. I'm just saying. What am I saying? I don't know. It feels baity.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm starting to like the bait.
Alright.
Marvel does it well. I think Star Wars does it well.
I think Marvel does it well sometimes.
Sometimes it is just bait, but even then,
Yeah.
it never is
Like,
like
I don't-
bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not saying it was, like, cringy or anything. I was just saying, like, I would have preferred it if they didn't do that. Like, I would have liked to have just saved Darth Maul for, like, when he's going to do something in a separate movie.
Okay. How would you feel if they showed him but without revealing it was him?
I don't know. That would have been fine, I guess, because I wouldn't have known it was Darth Maul.
But like as soon as the next movie started, it was like here he is.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I think I know why they did it though, actually. Because if he is supposed to be the villain straight up from the start in another one,
Mm-hmm.
they could not have kept that under wraps.
Yeah.
They would have had him in full fucking makeup and shit. I want to believe that's why they did it.
Okay.
Because it's impossible to keep that under wraps.
That's fair.
There is bad bait.
I still feel like it's to the detriment of the film.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
think-
not to the next film, but to the solo film, yeah.
I don't think that it takes away anything from the. I felt like we had a
Okay.
beginning, middle, and concise, tightly wrapped up film,
Yeah, with some sequel bait.
which is, yeah. But I don't see how that's detrimental.
Well, anthology bait. How about that? I don't know. I just don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fair enough. I'm just saying.
It takes me out of the experience.
It does?
Like, yes,
Okay.
that kind of stuff breaks my immersion when I'm watching the film. Like, you were sitting there with your mouth gaping open. I was just like, really?
Oh, I liked it.
And I was enjoying that you were liking it.
Thanks. Just like how I'm enjoying that you're liking this.
I'm not.
I know. But the weird thing is you're still playing it. You're a masochist, you know that.
I do it for the good of you two.
We're barely talking about the game as is, though.
Yeah, I know.
We're just talking about Solo.
Which I'm not shit talking, by the way. I enjoyed the movie. I just thought that part was a little shoehorned.
You do like some sequel bait, though, right? I've seen you
I
like
do.
lose your shit over some sequel bait.
Yeah, I have.
It's just that particular instance wasn't something you were fond of.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I'm not necessarily that into the Star Wars expanded universe.
I am a little more as just researching on my own time. It's really hard. I try to get into Rebels, and it's just well, Rebels and Clone Wars have such weak starts, and people are like, no, just power through it, and I'm like, I can't. I physically can't.
I hate when, yeah.
Like, just tell me where to
I
skip.
hate hearing, oh, it gets better, it gets better. Well, it should have been good from the fucking start.
There was like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a good example of a show that people say gets better, but I was able to watch those episodes, and they were like,
It was still good.
it was watchable.
Yeah.
I will say, while Rebels and Clone Wars might get to like really fucking good status, I consider the opening seasons as unwatchable. It sucks because there's a lot of stuff in Rebels that I keep hearing about that sounds awesome, such as Thrawn is back, and he's a fucking cold-hearted bastard. Darth Vader appears every once in a while, and he's fucking terrifying every time he does.
I mean, there are definitely times where I will watch things that I know are going to be awful. But that's because I enjoy, like, talking about them. I enjoy being able to know myself how bad something is, because I don't like to really shit talk things if I haven't experienced them. And half the time I just do like to be in on the shit talking. Or I like to be the one that's like, no, I've experienced this and it's actually alright. You don't know what you're talking about because you haven't done it.
For me, it's... if something's boring, I don't want to sit through it.
Yeah.
I have a limited amount of time in my life, and I don't want to sit through something that if it's so boring, I don't have much to say about Rebels, from what I've seen. And by what I've seen, I mean not like the.
But see, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Is the thing that all of those people will have to say is it gets better. Like they don't say anything about the beginning seasons, right?
Mm-hmm. It's just there's a lot of like inconsequential shit that happens. It's like character introductions of characters I don't really care about. They're very two-dimensional at first. I'm sure they get more development over time. But it's just. I just do not care. And it's really hard to keep going through when you don't care.
Yeah.
If you're watching a movie and it is making you angry, it's easier to get through it so that you can just lash out at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's evoking emotion. Oh shit. I don't like sitting down and watching sad movies because they take so much out of me, but I will say that they're good movies. You know what I mean? Like, if a movie can make me sad, that's usually a really good sign.
Yeah.